Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Genshin Impact. So I wanted to do my dailies, but talking to Catherine started the quest to go to Inazuma, so... yeah. About travelling to Inazuma.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Seems our intel has arrived.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Archon
So is it...
Island.
are they different Catherines or are they the same being? I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor.
They're
Now that
androids.
I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Cool. The immovable god and the eternal... Euthymia? Yeah, but the actual reason I was here.
Abyssosk.
Alright everyone, and we're back. And I'm gliding my way over to Beidou's ship. So as you can see, I've changed my team up a bit. I'm going with main character for the start, simply because I think I can get electro powers, I'm assuming, after I get over to the new area. I don't actually know if that's true. This is how out of the loop I am with Genshin. I don't actually know if electro main character is a thing. I'm hoping yes, because if it is, then that's awesome. And I can have double electro with him and Kaching in the party. And then I've got Bennett in here just for electro, what is it called? Superconduct reactions. And healing as well, I guess.
Ah, you finally made it.
Indeed I did.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Interesting.
Anchors away!
Gonna head through a storm, I suppose. I'm assuming... I guess Beidou's ship is just big enough that it can, like, weather the storm, right? Because it's a hell of a ship. Kazuha? Kazuhu? Kazuha? I can't remember his name. Something like that. I literally just did that quest, by the way. I did it like, I don't know, 2 hours ago. Had a break, came back to do this. There are so many ways that this ship moves. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping for, like, an encounter on the storm, but whatever. Ooh. Very Japanese shogunate style, which I guess makes sense. Frame rate's a bit odd. Hello.
Ahoy there.
Ahoy. Yeah, frame rate went weird in that
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
cutscene. Toma.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Interesting.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Fair enough. How recently? Can we trust him?
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts.
Okay. So Rito, from what I gathered last time when I was talking about this, Rito is like the trade hub. It's like the one place where you can actually go as an outsider. And even then, you still have to... you can go here as an outsider, assuming you can get past the storm.
If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Perfect.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
I mean, at least Paimon kind of whispered.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Want to bet?
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Okay then. Yoink. Yoink. New stuff. Lavender melon. This is where I'm supposed to go. Kageyama.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma.
Where have I heard the name Kageyama before? I don't know. I've heard it somewhere. An anime, I assume.
You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Here to find my sister.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Fair enough.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
I get a feeling you're a bad guy.
Now,
I don't know
let's
why.
head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
I don't know why, I have a feeling that he'll be
Most
an
of the
antagonist
current
at some
rules were
point.
put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yeah, listen to this before I
One
inspect
branch
anything.
of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Nope, I really haven't. Alright, let's look at this bulletin board. With the benediction of the Guiji Yemiko, the Grand Narukami Shrine will provide help to those businesses and families affected by the war in the form of aid loans and food aid. Okay. We ask that those in need of help visit the Kamisato clan to file the required paperwork. Outlanders with valid documentation will also receive some form of subsidy. As the war continues and public funds become more tight, food aid will be reduced by half. We apologize for any inconvenience. I arrived at the Kamisato clan estate, but was told to keep out. What subsidy are they blubbering about? My merchant friend also did not receive any benefits either. How strange. We apologize, but did you perhaps come late? Once all the daily subsidies have been given out, we will no longer register new applicants. Alright, so that's why everyone got up so early. Interesting. Interesting. So they're giving out, it's like communist bread lines or something, I guess. Diary of Roald the Adventurer. Well, it's added to archive, I'll read it later. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Bam! Map, baby. Okay. So I'm stuck on this tiny little island. And then I guess this is Narukami Island. Inazuma City is here. And there's a couple more cities down here. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Wave Rider Waypoint. This device has a mysterious power. Interesting. Well. Resonate with Electro.
Take this.
Cool. I need to look at what this does. Also achievements. Power of Electro. Cool. And I got a name card for that. That's nice. We got characters. I'm all purpley now, which is cool. My talents aren't leveled up at all. And I have no constellations. I guess I have to do the story to get these constellations. Alright, so, talents. Normal attack. Yeah, it's just a normal sword attack. Lightning Blade. Unleash 3 swift thunder shadows that deal electro damage to opponents and leave an abundance amulet behind after hitting an opponent. Okay. 2 abundance amulets can be created initially. Using the skill will reset any abundance amulets that were generated. When a character is near an abundance amulet, they will absorb it and obtain the following effects. Restore elemental energy and increase energy recharge during the elemental abundance. Or the abundance elemental amulet's duration. Okay. So it gives you energy regen. Seems cool. And then Bellowing Thunder. You call upon the protection of the lightning, knocking nearby opponents back and dealing electro damage to them. When your active character's normal or charge attacks hit opponents, they will call Falling Thunder forth, dealing electro damage. When Falling Thunder hits opponents, they will regenerate energy for that character. 1 instance of Falling Thunder can be generated every 0.5 seconds. Interesting. It's a 20-second cooldown, it lasts for 12 seconds, and it can hit every 0.5 seconds. So you're getting 24 additional electro attacks in 12 seconds? That seems pretty good. And Thunder Flash. When another nearby character in the party obtains an Abundance Amulet created by Lightning Blade, Lightning Blade's cooldown is decreased by 1.5 seconds. Oh, okay. So you just get your your E back quickly. I guess your E is just really, really quick. 3, 2, 1. I guess you have to hit stuff with your abundance amulets, with the E ability to get those abundance amulets, I guess. Cool. Well, that makes sense. Alright, we're back. So I talked to literally everyone on the island that I could. Essentially, I was limited to like this part here, so I've searched everything on this island. I wasn't even allowed to go to this little island. They kicked me back. So I've searched everything around here so far, except going here. And I didn't actually go into this building up here, which I assume you probably can. But yeah, I've searched everything else. A lot of the NPCs gave you items if you follow dialogue trees. So if you haven't done that, go talk to all the NPCs you can talk to, because you can get a lot of free shit. Hey, Chiba. You need anything? What is this place? This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. This is under the jurisdiction of the Commissioner. What is it? Are you here to apply to stay in Rito? Come in then, and remember to keep your wallet at hand. What if I want to go to Narukami Island? If you want to go to Narukami Island, this is not something that can be taken care of with just Mora. Even Inazuma locals must come here for approval if they want to go to Rito. Let alone an outsider such as yourself trying to leave it, you can't forget it. Unless you can get a travel permit, but it's not something that you can be obtained so easily. Even I don't have a way to get out. As for you, good luck to you. Interesting. So, we need to bribe people to get shit done. Which, there was another character I talked to, this guy right down here, I think, Robert. He was like, I don't understand, I feel like I filled out all my paperwork, but he kept telling me there were materials missing. And we're like, did you bring a wallet? Have you tried bribing people? Alright, hello.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million Mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
I mean, I can afford it, G.
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 Mora total.
Still quite expensive.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Interesting. She likes him.
Much obliged.
I mean, I could have paid 2 million. The residency application is processed smoothly as the Outlander Affairs Agency. Cool.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
I think it's about more than the Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Doesn't anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an Outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it.
I could kill everyone in this town.
The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito.
Ugh. Sorry, I've hurt my arm somehow, which is impressive. Hurt my arm sitting in a computer. I probably heard it at work, I imagine.
Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
The Raiden Shogun feels further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Yeah, that may well be.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
We just have to kill
Okay,
enough
I'll give it to
people
you
and then they'll
straight.
bring it to us.
I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
I've just noticed that he has a fire vision. I thought visions were banned. Maybe that's why he's in this village?
Really?
Huh.
Wow, the Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Pretty quid pro quo.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
What's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
Because you clearly are.
Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
I've already spoken to him because I spoke to everybody. His name is actually Christopher. This is just a Japanification of his name. It's Kurisu. Like they're pronounced when they're reading it from the script in the English language, they're saying Kurisu, but like he's just changed his name to Kurisu because that's how people in Inazuma pronounce it, which is quite funny. He's just here. Hello.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Luckily, we had a friend with us.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail,
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that you can't get here, I would imagine.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along.
Probably like a mineral that's found on the main islands, right?
Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
Yeah, this is absurd treatment.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Oh, he's from Fontaine.
I
Interesting.
miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry.
It's interesting, right? Like, it sounds on the faces of it that that's, like, the reason they're doing it is to try and get all these people off their homeland, effectively. Which is weird. Like, surely you still need merchants coming in to be able to do trading. I don't know.
What do you think we should do?
Try with the commission first.
But Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
See, I don't feel like he's doing much wrong.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on.
Okay, sweet. Good easy. Werner.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yeah, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you sell your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
I mean, I can just be an enforcer. Let's get a real fixer on the case. Or maybe do something more diplomatic. I mean, I have enough more, I could probably buy his whole business out. Like... honestly.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Gonna have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy?
Or Werner,
I'm
probably.
familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
His name is Werner, and he has brown hair.
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Seemed like a Mondstatter to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that.
Mhm.
I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Make him feel guilty.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
It was the wind that led me back here to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Dandelion wine would sure be nice on a day like this.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Here you go. Have a Valberry.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the Animo Archon protect you.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Yeah. Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
May the flames of virtue spread to all.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue. Liyue.
Have a silk flower.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
The Commission?
Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
Come get a drink with your friends from the association.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru.
No shit.
Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
Evidence would be nice.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
It's only 50 meters away.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Love for freedom. Which one should I choose?
I never talked to that lady.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze.
Tasty chop suey.
Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Don't know what you're talking about. It's fine.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
I can still see him. What are you talking about, Paimon?
We've made less noise.
That was my Discord. Apologies.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look? Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Ah, yes, the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
Could he?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Interesting. So it may have just been this one tax collector, actually. Not the entire commission. Like, he probably told them, right?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here, Kajiru.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Yeah.
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
No, you haven't.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
I mean, I can just kill him.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon.
Here's
Context.
my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Interesting.
It's tyranny, plain and simple.
He's not wrong.
Thank you so much. Our heads are back above water now.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Shirasagi Himegimi.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
Interesting.
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
Are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Interesting. So he's a plant, effectively.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the
Schmoozery.
main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma,
Interesting.
began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see.
She wants a spy.
With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to beat the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Interesting.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
One problem.
Huh? What's up?
I'm not allowed to leave.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
I think perhaps not.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Sure. Let's just try and leave, I guess.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
The Yashiro Commission has heard of us.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Maybe. Seems unlikely, but we can try, certainly.
Lightning flash!
Lightning slash!
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Hiiragi Shinsuke.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Interesting.
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Bitch. Alright, let's go. Hey, Commissioner.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke.
Shinsuke.
Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Hey there.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
Fair enough.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Are we a threat?
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
Yeah, ultimately they still got their way.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people.
Interesting.
This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
It's my forte.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yeah, got a bunch.
Picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
They don't say fresh after they're picked.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
So we have to leave his office, I guess, and she'll find us. I was just gonna go talk to her.
fault, you two.
Saw this coming.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Dear Traveller, would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown Outlander after all. It is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that their attention shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
We shared a glance.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back?
No, I just have eyes.
Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Let us meet under resplendent moonlight. It's like pretty much nighttime now, right? Seemingly.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
Delighted to see you again.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last, we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Fair.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
So do you give me a pass, or do I just run?
In doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Reasonable deal.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago.
From Shaznaya.
They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
Okay. Smuggled?
Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Cool. So we got the love letter.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
You dare question my abilities?
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yeah, kinda not.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
Bunch of morons. Crab.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Speed of light. No work.
Laid it down for. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
That's a downside, I can't break shit.
Monsters sighted! Prepare to counterattack!
Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs!
We'll take care of this! Stay with Chisato!
The wrong subject. The hunted.
Thunder and lightning can be quite frightening.
Very, very frightening thing. Galileo.
Watch out! More monsters inbound!
Lady Hiragi, stay close.
Light blade!
There's more!
Think you can get away?
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
What is this?
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
Oh, poor guy.
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Poor Shinjo. Sacred Sakura's favor. Offer the electric sigils at the Sacred Sakura to something.
find Toma. Now, where
What's
did
this?
he say he would meet us again?
Ow.
Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Interesting. Well, there's a thing. Once again, I don't want to get it yet. I think I understand. Maybe I don't. These strange entities are known as Thunder Sphere. It is a common sight in Inazuma. Characters who wield electro power or who are looked after by Inazuma can use it to move around at lightning speed. Characters carrying the electro granum or affected by electro in proximity to a Thunder Sphere can move towards it with great speed. Okay, everybody. So I ended up playing for like another 3 hours after this or something, but as far as videos go, I think I'm going to split these up a bit so that they're like kind of a bit more digestible at about an hour each, rather than just having like a 4-hour video. So that's going to be it for this episode. We've made it Alpharito now, so we're actually into the main part of Inazuma, and I start doing some exploring after this. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye guys.